Hey traders, I guess you frequently hear this common expression, wait for the confirmation, look for the confirmation. You need the confirmation before you buy or sell. And I guess you're frequently wondering, what is the exact confirmation that we need to open a trading position? In this video, I prepared for you the example of what exactly do we need to open a safe trade. I prepared for you a good trading opportunity with entry, stop and targets and entire reasoning behind. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. Alright traders, we will discuss Pound Aussie pair, and on Pound Aussie we will execute the top-down analysis, and I will try to show you and explain to you a very nice and decent trading setup. So here I want to start with the daily chart, and it is very important for us to first of all check the long-term outlook. Here if we analyze the historical perspective, you can see that Pound Aussie is trading in a very sharp and strong bearish trend. For a very long period of time the price is falling. And recently we reached this structure low. Once the price reached this structure low, we started a correction cycle. Over here you see that the market started a local bullish trend, and we see a very nice sequence of higher highs and higher lows right here. What do we know about such kind of the correction cycle? Most of the time it lasts until the market reaches some key level. So first of all, let's identify the closest key levels that we have on the left, and let's try to guess from where the next reversal may start. Over here is our first closest structural resistance. You can see that in the past, just recently, we saw a very strong bearish movement, yes, and the price nicely dropped and set a new structure low. Also over here there is a very nice structural resistance, yes, based on that structure level. Again, from that structure level a strong bearish wave initiated, so we definitely must consider that in our analysis. Based on the current perspective, the point is that we still didn't reach this structure. And most of the time, the situations like that, the structure levels work is the magnet for the market participants, and buyers most of the time push the market to that structure, and then the market returns back to a bearish trend, retests the current structure low, and sets a new lower low, lower close. So this is our long-term outlook, and now let's zoom in the chart, and let's try to find some details. Hey traders, I wanted to tell you that this week was very challenging for me and my trading strategy. This week we got a losing streak with my students, and I'm telling you that because 99% of trading mentors, they tell you that they always win. They have like 100%, 500% net growth each and every month, and they are trying to sell you this approach. But with me, I'm trying to show you the real side of trading. I want to show you how the trading really goes. With my students, sometimes we have the losing streaks, we have the drawdowns, but sometimes we have the winning streaks, and we tend to win more than we lose. If you want to see the real side of trading, if you want to see how the things really go, I want to invite you in my premium educational group. You will see how I trade live. You will see how I suffer, how I take profits from my trades. You will see how the process really goes. Check my website vasilytrader.com/private group, or text me in any social network. I really will be happy if you join the group. Let's continue. Alright, zooming in the chart, we see the recent price action in details, and if we take into consideration the recent higher highs and higher lows, we can identify two very peculiar trend lines. First of all, let's start with this trend line. Here this trend line serves as a very nice support, and you can see that so far buyers buy from this support, and it serves as a very nice resort for buyers to buy from. And over here, if we take the highs, you can see that we have this very nice rising resistance. So right now the market is trading within this rising wedge pattern, and as we already discussed, most likely this wedge will be broken as soon as the market reaches a key level. So far the key level is not reached, and you can see that right now the price is testing the support of the wedge. So based on our long-term analysis, based on our recent analysis, chances are high that we will see a bullish reaction from the support of this wedge. For that reason, we should look for buying opportunities from that point. Yes, and this point can give us a very safe entry to catching this local bullish trend. I'm on the 4-hour chart right now, and here we see the intraday price action. And as you can see, once the price reached the support of the wedge pattern, though we had this very strong bearish reaction, though we have this very strong sell-off, once the price reached the support of the wedge, we formed this doji candle. You can see that this bearish movement stopped and the market locally found the equilibrium. But what happened next? Next, after that, we see a strong bullish engulfing candle. That candle engulfed two previous candles, and definitely it signifies that buyers started to buy. Yes, and the buying pressure was very strong. Moreover, after that, sellers tried to return back to the bearish trend and they were pushing the market, but the market here was rejected. We see a very nice rejection, and again you can see that this candle turned to be a bullish candle. So it is already a very good sign. We see a bullish reaction on the 4-hour, we see the doji, we see the bullish engulfing candle, but definitely it is not enough for us to open a long trade. We should also analyze the hourly chart and check the situation there, because hourly chart always provides us with a lot of different details. Hourly chart. On hourly chart, the market is trading still in a local bearish trend, and over here, if we again analyze the price action, you may notice that the market here is trading in another wedge pattern, and this time it is the falling wedge. Look, over here we have this lower highs, and we can draw this very nice falling trend line based on them. You can see that so far this trend line is respected 3 times, so definitely we must consider that in our analysis. Moreover, we have another trend line right here. You see that this trend line so far serves as this support, and you can see that the market is trading within this falling wedge pattern. So what is the confirmation that we are looking for to buy pound Aussie? Of course, we need the breakout of the resistance of the wedge to the upside. Yes, because while the market is trading within this wedge pattern, it remains bearish. For intraday traders, it remains bearish until it is trading within, and many sellers are selling from the resistance of the wedge. Moreover, if we analyze just the recent price action, we already may notice very interesting reversal clues. Here was our last strong bearish impulse. The price tested the support line of our major rising wedge. We saw a retracement, the price retraced, and instead of going lower, instead of setting a new lower close, here we set a higher level. Yes, and if you treat the price action, if you follow the price action patterns, you definitely must notice here the double bottom formation with the higher level. Yes, this higher low always a very important clue. So you can see we already have the reversal clues. We already see the double bottom formation, but still the market is trading within. So we are looking for the breakout of the resistance of the wedge, but also here we have the so-called neckline. This neckline must be broken as well, because it is the recent horizontal structure. So not to be caught by a false breakout, I will be looking for the violation of that neckline to the upside as well. Yes, so we will look for the double breakout, the breakout of the trend line and the breakout of this horizontal structure, and only then we will expect a bullish continuation. Yes, it is very easy, you know, to be caught by a false breakout, so this double breakout rule will save you really a lot of times. So now we will discuss how we will treat this trading setup. So once we see the violation of the neckline, once we see the breakout of this falling resistance of the wedge, then we will definitely buy the market. But we will buy that on a retest of the neckline of double bottom formation. Why? Because it is the rule that I apply for trading the price action patterns. I like to rely on horizontal structure. For me, the horizontal structure is always, you know, it is just more strict. For that reason, I always try to adjust my entries based on the horizontal structure, and moreover chances are high that the price will retest that horizontal structure than the broken falling resistance. So this here will be our entry, and where will be the stop? Our safest stop right here will be below the trend line, below this major rising support of the wedge. Yes, so here will be our safe stop. You can see that our stop here is lying below the low. Yes, below the current structure low, below this rising support, and below this this falling resistance. So you can see how nice protection we will have right here. And where will be our first goal? When we trade the setups like that, and especially when we trade the pound, pound is a very stubborn pair, and Boris Johnson can break our predictions easily just with one crazy statement. For that reason, we should look for the closest structure for our initial target. Over here, look, we have a very strong structure. You can see that in the past, that structure was nicely respected. So for our first target, this will be just the perfect goal, the perfect level. And based on that structure, we will close half of our profits. Yes, we will start the protection, we will put some money in the pocket, and we will feel better once the price reaches that structure. And our end goal right here will be the resistance of the wedge pattern that we identified on a daily time frame. Yes, so somewhere here, adjusted by the time horizon, will be our end goal. And you can see that we have almost 3-to-1 risk to reward, so definitely this opportunity looks very decent. And also I want you to consider that minor structure. The violation of that minor structure will definitely be a very strong bullish sign. So once the price goes above that structure, we can move our stop to entry, yes, and make our position risk-free. So far you can see that the trend line, the falling resistance of this wedge pattern is still respected. The market is still trading within. So next week, look for the breakout, retest. Here's your plan. Lastly, remember, in case if the resistance of the wedge is respected and we see the breakout and new lower close on hourly, it will signify the violation of the wedge. It will signify the breakout of the support of the wedge. And for us, it will be a strong bearish signal. And the setup definitely will be invalid, and we will look for shorting opportunities. Always remember that everything is possible when we trade financial markets. Alright traders, thank you so much for watching. Watch carefully this trading setup next week. I truly believe that it will give us a very nice profit. The only thing that we need is the confirmation. Yes, and now you know what is the confirmation that we are looking for there. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also don't forget to check my private group. All the links are in the description below. I will see you next week.